It's so easy to talk yourself out of doing things that scare you. I also know that facing your fears and doing the things that scare you can be incredible confidence boosters. This trail would be a perfect example of that. I was scared to hike this trail alone, and I almost talked myself out of doing it. And there were a couple of reasons why. First, I'd never been up to this area before and had no idea what to expect. And second, in order to get to the trailhead, I'd have to drive up a 4-mile Forest Service road I'd never driven up before and knew nothing about. After trying to search online for information about this road, I couldn't find anything about it. There were a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't know if my car would make it up this road. I didn't know if the road would be muddy. I didn't know if I'd be the only person up there. And I didn't know if this trail would even be worth bringing my students up to. But the thing I was really struggling with the most was whether I could trust myself to make the right decision. I guess there's only one way to find out. All right, today I'm going to do something out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to a place that I've never been before. So I am here in Missoula, Montana, which is where I live and where I hike and where I backpack. There's this area that I've had my eye on for quite some time, and the section of the trail that I've been wanting to hike is now finally open. I'm in the Patty Canyon area. I've hiked up to Mount Dean Stone, and I'm basically hiking up the backside of Mount Dean Stone today along the House of Sky Trail. From what I can tell, it's along a ridge line, so it's going to have beautiful views on both sides of Missoula and the Bitterroot. It's a multi-use trail, both hikers and bikers, but there is a 3 to 4 mile Forest Service road to get up there that's unpaved. We just had a lot of rain here in Missoula. I'm nervous because it's a Forest Service road that I haven't driven before, so I don't know what the conditions of the road are. And with the rain, I don't know if the road is going to be muddy. I don't want to get stuck. I did a bunch of research to try and figure out road conditions for this road. I couldn't really find anything. This is also a recon mission because I have a couple of students who are coming into town at the end of the week, and originally we were going to hike up to Mount Dean Stone, the route that I've been doing all winter long, but I proposed this idea of doing this other trail because I think it's going to be prettier. But before I feel confident taking these ladies on that hike, I want to do a recon mission and check it out for myself so I can report back to them on the trail conditions. So yeah, I'm a little nervous. Not sure what the conditions are going to be on the road, how the drive's going to be up there, and then of course this is a new to me trail, but I'm also very excited. I'm excited to get out of my comfort zone. I'm excited to face my fears and honestly have a really amazing time and enjoy this beautiful weather. So let's head up there and see what happens. Now, this might sound silly, but driving up an unfamiliar Forest Service road here in Montana for the first time always feels intimidating to me. The backcountry here is just different. It's bigger, more rugged, more remote. Whenever I think about doing something like this for the first time, especially doing it alone, my brain is always quick to think of all the worst case scenarios that can happen. What if there are trees on the road? What if the road is washed out? What if the road is muddy and my car gets stuck? Maybe this is a dumb idea for me to do alone. Maybe I shouldn't do it at all. Here's the thing though. I help women learn how to feel confident with planning and going on their own backcountry adventures through the Confident Solo Female Backpacker system. Being confident doesn't mean you always have to have all the answers. Sometimes it's simply being willing to find those answers out for yourself. So that's what I decided to do. Made it to the trailhead. I needed that for my confidence. I need to drive more Forest Service roads. And yeah, I mean, the road was a little narrow and there was some puddles, but it was totally doable. I'm fine. I made it here. And there's other cars here. I'm not the only one. So let's go check out this trail. Let's go hiking. So the route I have plotted out is 8 or 9 miles round trip with maybe a little over 1,400 feet of elevation gain. We'll go along the ridgeline, up and over Mitten Mountain. How cute, Mitten Mountain. And around the base of Mount Dean Stone and then come back. And already it's so incredibly beautiful. I think I'm gonna like this trail. I'm not even 2 miles into this hike, and I can already tell you, this is my favorite trail in all of Missoula, especially in the springtime. Beautiful. Once I was up here and out here alone, I realized that the biggest obstacle wasn't this unfamiliar trail or even the unfamiliar road to get up here. It was trusting myself, learning how to trust myself to get up here safely and explore somewhere completely new and unfamiliar to me. Confidence doesn't come from having all the answers before doing the things that scare you. It comes from proving to yourself that you're capable enough to try. Every time I come out here alone, spend time getting outside of my comfort zone, and do something that scares me, my confidence grows. Sometimes you just have to face that fear, take that chance, and go figure it out for yourself. On top of Mitten Mountain, 6,007 feet. I had no idea how much of a confidence booster going on this solo recon mission today would be. I'm so glad I didn't talk myself out of doing this one today and decided to go anyway. Going on this solo hike today reminded me that confidence is something all of us have to practice, myself included. This is one of the reasons why I created the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System in the first place. I wanted to create the kind of support, training, and community I wish I had when I first started learning how to hike and backpack on my own. If building more confidence outdoors is something you're working on too, click the link below to learn more about this program and to see if it might be a good fit for you. Now, let me introduce you to the two women who are joining me for the group hike today.
My name is Cindy. I'm from Spokane. I'm here to hike with Tammy and Kathleen.
Hi, this is Tammy. I'm from Idaho. I'm a potato, and I'm with Kathleen and Cindy.
One of my favorite parts of doing what I do inside this program is seeing these women realize that they are so much more capable than they think they are. That's exactly what our group trips in this program are all about. Not to prove anything, just to help build confidence with being out here in the backcountry, one step, one hike at a time. Why'd you join the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System?
So I could be confident and be able to go out in the wild.
Have you been more confident going out in the wild?
Absolutely. The going by myself thing, I wasn't quite so sure in the beginning, but after a couple years and doing a couple little mini solo adventures, it's been the highlight of each of my summers.
What's your next big hiking goal?
I am planning to do part of the Idaho Centennial Trail in the Sawtooths.
Why'd you join the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System?
I was a latecomer. I got really bitten by the bug when I was 60. I went on a one-night backpacking trip with our oldest son, and my husband does not like it. He tried it once, and it's no bueno. I had already paid for 2 guided hikes, and I really didn't want to keep paying for guided hikes because I thought I got to find someone, and it's just really hard to find someone to go with. Plus, I wanted to learn those skills to go solo. So once I talked to Kathleen, it just all made sense financially and the way the program was laid out, and I would never change a thing.
What's your next big hiking goal?
To do a solo multi-night in Eastern Oregon, Elkhorn Crest. I did do that on a guided trip before I joined this program, but I really want to do it the opposite direction. So I want to see the scenery a different way. Plus I want to take a trail further out that we didn't explore and hit 2 other lakes, because there's alpine lakes with great campsites at all of them. So I can hopefully do that this month or next month.
Tam Tam,
Yes,
what do you think of this hike so far?
it is 5-star.
Cindy, what do you think of this hike so far?
Wunderbar.
You guys glad you came?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Glad I did the recon for you. Yeah.
Yay.
Otherwise, we just would have been on the other side of that, and it would have been okay. But
Yeah. No, I'm glad you did the recon
Yes.
too, because the
This
view
is a beautiful, beautiful, marvelous.
and the weather, I mean, come on. Seriously? Earlier this week, I came out here looking for answers. Today, I came back with confidence. And the best part, I got to share that confidence with both of these women. All it took was me making the decision to get outside of my comfort zone. And from that decision, I got to help create this opportunity for all of us to experience this beautiful trail together. And honestly, I think that's pretty dang cool. What was your biggest takeaway from today's hike?
It was amazing. The scenery was gorgeous. I don't know that I've really done hiking in Montana when I think about it. I mean, I'm from Montana, but I've never done mountain stuff like this. The wildflowers were amazing, more than I thought would be out. Very beautiful. Great trail, varying conditions, no blowdowns. It was wonderful, and wonderful company, of course.
I just love the company. The two other hikers, Kathleen and Cindy, fellowship of being together was so cool. And to see bear grass and the blossoms was awesome.
Oh, sharing is caring. Oh my God. I love these women. They get me. Unofficial, official candy of the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System. Before coming up here alone, I had no idea this trail would turn out to be one of my new favorite hiking trails here in Missoula. The thing I'm taking away from this whole experience, though, isn't just discovering this beautiful trail or realizing that the Forest Service road wasn't nearly as scary as I was making it out to be in my head. It's the reminder that confidence doesn't magically appear before doing the scary thing that makes you nervous. Confidence gets built because you do the thing before you feel ready. Confidence is something you practice every time you come out here and with every hike you go on. Oh my.
That's right. Yes, you get the Henrys. Cheers.
Oh my gosh. I feel so spoiled right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy trails and keep on trucking.